The Israeli-Iran war is starting to heat up. If I heard correctly, though, like Iran fired some missiles at a U.S. base in Qatar. 6 missiles, but I don't think the missiles did too much harm per se. And you know, and I don't think Trump was all that impressed. I don't think it did too much harm. I gotta look into it, see how big a deal it was. In fact, hold on a sec. Okay, this is what I found out right here. This is from People. It says here, and this happened, believe it or not, earlier today, or early yesterday. Iran attacks largest U.S. military base in the Middle East. If I'm correct, that's in Qatar. I've been there once before. It's pretty cool. I need to make it a point to visit there completely because the place looks pretty awesome, but I digress. Goes on saying Iran's foreign minister said the U.S. crossed a very big red line by attacking 3 nuclear sites over the weekend. Now, here's the thing. They didn't want to take a chance at Iran getting any nuclear missiles. And they say we need to make nuclear power plants. Here's the thing, though. Aren't these guys have a lot of oil and all that? They have tons and tons of oil. So why these nuclear plants? It's one thing they run out of oil, but I don't think so. They're gonna make money from oil. They can use it for themselves. So that's confusing to me. And they use the money from the oil to make other innovations like electricity, other other alternative fuels. So they're not to go nuclear. And no offense, I can't blame the world being a little weary of Iran having nukes because if they had zero problems trying to kill people because they have terrorist cells, what makes it think that should be trusted with nuclear missiles? Yeah, I don't think so. Goes on to say, what the parliament says needs to know. Iran launched a missile strike against the U.S. military base in Qatar on Monday. A Qatar defense spokesperson said that they successfully. I gotta read this again because I understand why Trump is like, it's like, this is Trump's attitude towards the Iranian attack on Qatar. And I'm gonna read you why. A Qatar defense spokesperson said they successfully thwarted the attack on Al Udeid Airbase, the largest U.S. base in the Middle East. They make it sound like that the Iranians nailed the base. Nope. It's equivalent like you got a fly coming and the U.S. States defense with like this. The bombing was Iran's retaliation for the United States attack on 3 Iranian nuclear sites on Saturday, June 21st. Iran retaliated for the recent U.S. military strikes on Monday, June 21st, by launching a missile strike against a military base in Qatar, but the military base was defended and protected. Nothing hit them. Wow. Iran's armed forces claim a powerful destructive missile strike on the United States Al Udeid military base in Qatar, NBC News reported. Al Udeid is the largest U.S. military base in the Middle East. It is the forward headquarters for U.S. Central Command and home to about 10,000 troops. So you know that place is going to be protected. If our troops are there stationed, they're going to protect it like no one's business. A spokesman was reported near Doha. Oh, wow. Okay, that's the capital I've been to. I've been to the airport in Doha, the capital of the city of Qatar, where the base is located, and the U.S. Embassy issued a shelter-in-place warning to all citizens. Trump visited Al Udeid in May, telling the assembled soldiers, as president, my priority is to end conflicts, not start them, but I would never hesitate to wield American power if it's necessary to defend the United States of America or our partners. And this is one of our great partners right here. When we were threatened, America's military will answer our enemies without even thinking about it, he continued. You're the people that are defeating chaos, combating terror, defending our interests, supporting our allies, securing our homeland, and making America incredibly proud. And you know what? Making America great again. Or I know the people on the left are screaming some words I'm not going to repeat. Make sure they're not bleeding and stuff like that. Goes on to say, in a statement on X, Qatari Foreign Ministry spokesman Dr. Majid Al-Ansari said, the state of Qatar strongly condemns the attack the targeted Al Udeid air base by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. We consider that a flagrant violation of the sovereignty of the state of Qatar, its airspace, international law, and United Nations Charter. He said for Qatar's air defenses successfully thwarted the attack and intercepted the Iranian missiles, adding, "We affirm that Qatar reserved the right to respond directly in manner equivalent to with the nature and scale of this brazen aggression in line with international law. We emphasize that the continuation of such escalatory military action will undermine security and stability of the region, dragging into a situation that could have catastrophic consequences for the international peace and security." The statement continued, "We call for immediate cessation of all military actions and for a serious return to negotiated table and dialogue." So basically, we gotta chill and try to give peace a chance, if we can. President Donald Trump announced on social media on Saturday, June 21st, that the U.S. attacked 3 nuclear sites in Iran. "We have completed a very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordow." Oh my word. A Taz. Okay, this got me freaked out. It's called, this is the name of one of the nuclear sites. A Taz. I'll put it this way though. I'm going to spell it out to you. Natanz. If this thing has an SLS, it's switching around, yeah, you know I'm going with that. It's like, I'm like, wow, kind of worrisome. And Fahan, Trump wrote, "All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site," he continued. "On the primary site of Fordow," he continued, "all planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors." Late Sunday evening, Trump addressed the nation from the White House alongside Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. "Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and to stop the nuclear threat," he said. "Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes was spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facility have been completely and totally obliterated." Here we go. President praised the troops involved in adding that while the international conflict cannot continue, the U.S. believes that Iran has many more valuable targets. "If peace does not come quickly, we will go after those targets with precision, speed, and skill." Woo-wee. Well, like I said, Iran make it sound like we got you. No, you don't. What do you think about this, folks? I'll go and post the links so you can see for yourself and give me your thoughts on it. Peace.